Can you just talk about the transition that you've had to, experience since you transferred?
Yes, sir. So it's been a pretty smooth one. Being around the people that are here made it really welcoming. I told them once in a meeting that we had y'all guys made it a real easy and simple transition for me to be in this room with y'all.
Flaherty mentioned you have an appreciation for being here because of everything you went through. Just is it almost surreal to you to play at a Power 5?
No, 110%. It's not something that of course everybody has the dream too, but my journey was going down a certain path that I didn't think I was probably going to end up at a Power 5 school. So being here every day is I'm grateful for it.
Can you believe you're doing an interview?
No, no, not right now. I can't. I'm still kind of a little on the high right now.
How was that process? What happened? How did you connect with Vanderbilt? All those kind of things.
Okay, so basically I was at a D2 in Atlanta. One of my teammates, great guy, performed really well, ended up getting in contact with this agency. They liked my film, signed me as well, and basically they put my stuff out there, and Coach Flats and them reached out and liked me, and basically they just gave me a call. That was history from there.
What was sort of the selling point there that made you want to officially come to Vanderbilt?
When I first came on the visit, it was the people. The coaches were really easy to talk to. All the conversations that I had with everybody seemed really genuine. So it was kind of just a feeling that I had. I didn't even really waste time looking at any other places because here just felt right.
How much pride do you take in physicality?
That's my main thing. Of course, as a tight end, everybody wants to touch the ball, but at my size, I really try to dominate and, putting my hands on somebody and putting them in the ground.
After dealing with an injury in the spring, how was your process of integrating, after transferring and being hurt and then now trying to be back at full speed, integrating to a new team?
At first, it was rough. I took it hard, didn't really have any, leg injuries. So when it happened, mentally, I was a little down. The training staff, they're great. They kept my hopes up all the time, and we got back at a pretty good speed. So I'm appreciative of them. So, yeah.
How does your background as an offensive lineman help you? How was that decision to stop playing offensive line?
The background of it makes the transition to tight end blocking edges a lot simpler. Of course, there's still things that I have to learn and master when it comes to stepping out to the edge. And at tackle, usually we could give them more leeway when opening up. At tight end, we kind of want to stay more square, but blocking the edges and getting to the next level is something that I'm used to. And was there another question in there?
Just how was the transition from not being an lineman? What was that process like?
The transition was simple. Even in high school, I knew I should have been playing tight end. I told my high school coach, he could tell you, he'll give me a call, be like, oh, I should have been moved you to tight end. So I was always an athletic guy, had trick plays at tackle when I played tackle, so it was smooth.
Why were you playing tackle then?
It was kind of, at high school, I was the only tackle we had. We had another guy, but the next guy off the bench, coach really wasn't, feeling him. So I just thugged it out for the team.
Time for one more.
What did you think of Theo Vaughn's speech?
I love Theo. He's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I be watching the videos on on YouTube and Instagram, and it was great. It was real. That was a real thing that he said, and I'm just glad, we got to hear from somebody of his stature.
That makes it more crazy to be at this level, huh?
110%. 110%. Definitely does.